Good afternoon, Excellencies, distinguished delegates. Good afternoon. Let us now proceed with agenda item 7, adoption of the report on the Asia-Pacific Ministerial Conference on Digital Inclusion and Transformation. The draft report is contained in the document SCAP MCDIT L1. The report of the conference contains 3 sections. First one, matters calling for action by the Commission. Number 2, organizational aspects. And number 3, account of proceedings. I would like to note that the account of the proceedings will be prepared after the meeting and circulated for factual corrections within a week of the conclusion of the meeting. This will be annexed to the report. I would like to inform delegates that language editing of the report will be undertaken by the Secretariat following the adoption of the report. In view of this, distinguished delegates are requested to focus on the substance of the report and to leave the editorial work of correcting any grammatical or typographical errors to the Secretariat. I also request that delegates who wish to make minor changes to the text read them out at dictation speed. If there are any major changes, please provide the written text to the Secretariat so that they may enter it on screen for consideration by all delegations. You can see the draft report on the screen. May I propose that we go through the text of the draft report with the aim of adopting it? So we'll now review the draft report section by section. Let us start with section 1. Let's go. Are there any comments on recommendation number 1? Okay, as I see no comments, recommendation number 1 is adopted. We have before us recommendation 1 with the amendment. No, this one. Yeah, it's adopted. This is correct. Yeah. Yeah, this one is adopted. So we have now come to the conclusion of section 1. If there are no any other comments, so let's open the floor to any comments on the remaining section 2 and 3. If there are any comments, please. Yeah. Okay, as I see no comments. Yeah, sure. Let's give a bit of time to delegates to review. As I see no comments, so I would like to thank everyone. As we have reviewed all the sections of the report, I propose that the draft report be... Oh, there is one comment I see. Cambodia, yes, please. Please.
Good afternoon, everyone. On the point E, order UN, the letter of the point C, I didn't see Cambodia. May I request to add also Cambodia? Because I'm also attending on the event, and I didn't see. Please. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you for your comment. Okay, let's then proceed. So I propose that the draft report be adopted with editorial changes to be taken care of by the Secretariat. So are we all in agreement on this point? Okay. No objection, we see. Distinguished delegates, as I hear no views to the contrary, I declare this report adopted. Thank you. Excellencies, distinguished delegates, thank you for your support of my work as the chair. Let us proceed to the closing of the meeting. I would now like to invite Ms. Armida Salcia Alice-Jabana, Under-Secretary General of the United Nations and Executive Secretary of ESCAP, to deliver her concluding remarks. Yes, please.
Excellency Mr. Madiev, Chair of the Conference, Excellencies, distinguished delegates, as the Asia-Pacific Ministerial Conference on Digital Inclusion and Transformation draws to a close, I would like to express my sincerest appreciation for your valuable contributions. Allow me to share a few thoughts. First and foremost, I welcome the adoption of the Astana Ministerial Declaration on Digital Inclusion and Transformation in Asia and the Pacific. The declaration is an important milestone that reaffirms the necessity of strengthening regional policy making so that we increase momentum in intensifying or identifying digital solutions and scaling up to bridge the digital divide. During the past 2 days, we have heard how countries have been able to develop and apply digital innovations to address sustainable development challenges across various sectors and domains. Truly, we have seen the diversity and ingenuity of digital applications which lie within our region. ESCAP, together with the United Nations Development System and partners, stands ready to support the delivery of the aspiration laid out in the declaration. Excellencies and distinguished delegates, I would like to take this opportunity to express my deepest appreciation to the Bureau under the leadership of our chair, His Excellency Mr. Jaslan Madiev, for the skillful conduct of the session, which led to the successful adoption of the declaration. I also extend my appreciation to the Bureau of the informal drafting group of the declaration under the chairmanship of Ambassador Armand Isatov from Kazakhstan for its preparatory work. I would also like to extend my appreciation to all the high-level officials, delegates, and participants who have provided visionary policy leadership that highlights pathways to bolster regional cooperation. Before concluding, Excellencies, distinguished delegates, on behalf of all ministerial level representatives as well as all delegates, I would like to express our deepest gratitude to the government of Kazakhstan as coordinator for the steadfast commitment to the convening of this ministerial conference. It is a groundbreaking conference, a reflection of the strategic policy importance of strengthening cooperation in digital innovation to leverage opportunities and mitigate risk. We also thank the government of Kazakhstan for the warm welcome and hospitality during our stay in Astana. We are at the beginning of our journey together, and we look forward to bringing to full fruition the results of this conference. I also would like to thank colleagues from the Secretariat and all who have worked tirelessly, I think the past few months, not only the past 2 days, to make this conference a truly meaningful one, and I think everybody agree is a success. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Madam Executive Secretary. Before we close the meeting, I would like to thank you, Madam Executive Secretary and SCAP colleagues, for effectively servicing this ministerial conference. I would also like to thank the other members of the Bureau, all staff of the Secretariat, and all my colleagues from the government of Kazakhstan for the excellent arrangements to ensure the success of the conference. We see someone raising Iran. Yep. Please.
Good afternoon. I'd like to appreciate High Excellency Jaslan Madiev and the State of Kazakhstan for hosting this meeting and their kind hospitality, as well as the SCAP Executive Secretary for the organization of the conference. We welcome the successful conclusion of this conference and adoption of the Ministerial Declaration. Congratulations, Mr. Chairman, on the successful organizing the meeting. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Finally, to all delegations present, your engagement and contribution have been invaluable. The discussions we have had and the commitments we have made here are stepping stones towards significant strides in digital inclusion and transformation across our region. Your support and collaboration haven't only enriched this conference, but have also strengthened the bonds within our community. I now declare the Asia-Pacific Ministerial Conference on Digital Inclusion and Transformation closed.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And yes,
Thank you.
very much for a very successful conference.